Remember in the late 1990s when TV was just fun? When vampires were just vampires and the biggest problem in school was whether your crush liked you back or maybe was a centuries-old bloodsucker. But Buffy the Vampire Slayer, it's not just camp, it's not just feminist, it's a quietly devastating show about grief, trauma, and the cost of survival, disguised as a supernatural teen drama. Seriously, rewatch it as an adult, or just watch my reviews on the series. Make sure to stick around to the end to find out the legacy and impact this show has had in modern pop culture and the true meaning behind the phrase, death is your gift.
Death is your gift.
Death
Is your gift.
If you clicked on this video,
What you're after?
setting the stage. If you're 5x5, let's get into it.
5 by 5. 5 by 5. 5 what by 5 what?
See, that's the thing, no one knows.
Let's get one thing out the way. Buffy isn't about vampires. Vampires are the delivery system. So what's the show really about? The monsters and demons we all face in this thing called life. From the start of season 1, it's clear every monster is a metaphor. A student becomes invisible, she was ignored. A teacher turns into a praying mantis, feeding on virgin students, she was a predatory adult. Is it subtle? Not even a little bit. However, it's devastatingly effective. Monsters as metaphors, trauma made physical. Buffy takes inner pain and makes it literal. Breakups become like apocalypses. Addiction is transformed into magic. And grief? Well, grief becomes the body.
We're not supposed to move the body!
This episode isn't just sad, it's real life. It removes all fantasy, music, magic, and monsters. The monsters don't show up because the real monster is lost.
Body. And I don't understand why she just can't get back in it and not be dead anymore. It's stupid. It's mortal.
Buffy's mom dies and the strongest girl in all the world can't do a damn thing about it. Power isn't freedom. Here's a twist. Being a Slayer isn't a gift, it's a curse. Most Slayers have to separate themselves more and more from family and friends as time goes on. Buffy doesn't get stronger over time, she gets more alone.
Left you here. No one comes to save you.
Everyone talks about the Chosen One narrative like they're empowering, but Buffy was chosen without her consent. Her powers don't liberate her, they isolate her, chained to a responsibility she never asked for. And when she dies, saving the world again, they bring her back, selfishly, not because she wanted to come back, but because they couldn't bear to lose her.
No fear, no doubt, till they pulled me out of heaven.
Think about that. They pulled her out of peace for their own comfort. Tisk, tisk. Now let's talk about Willow. Willow is an integral part of the series. Everyone loves a glow-up. Shy girl turns badass witch, iconic. But power doesn't fix her insecurities, it magnifies them. Her arc isn't about empowerment, it's about addiction, control, and collapse. She uses magic to make people forget, to change people, to force the world to be the way she wants it.
Do you think I'm stupid? I know you used that spell on me. If you don't want to fight, you don't fight. You don't use magic to make a fight disappear. But
Sound familiar? It's not just a metaphor, it's a problem, and it leads to some of the most terrifying, heartbreaking moments in the entire series. The villain isn't the big bad, it's life. Every season had a villain, but the real enemy of Buffy was never the big bad. It was the everyday pain that never goes away.
Will you check again?
Buffy, I promise there's nothing wrong with you.
There has to be.
Season 6 is one of the most hated seasons by casual fans, and the most honest. Why? Because the fight is over. The monsters are dead, and now Buffy has to live a normal life. And it sucks. It's depressing, and it's just plain real. She saved the world, and now she's in a drive-thru headset asking if you'd like fries with that.
Double meat is double sweet. Enjoy.
Or whatever it was she said. Self-sacrifice. Here's the brutal truth. Buffy isn't a superhero, she's a martyr. And the show knows it. She keeps dying for others, giving up her life, her future, her mental health, and the world, it just keeps asking for more. But in the end, Buffy shares her power. She stops being the chosen one. She says, no more. That moment, that's the real act of heroism. Not sacrifice, liberation.
So I say we change the rule.
I say my power should be our power.
Death is your gift.
Death is your gift.
The phrase death is your gift at first seems dark and ominous, suggesting that Buffy's role as the Slayer is to simply kill. However, by the end of season 5, she comes to understand it differently. Rather than taking lives, her true gift is her willingness to give her own life out of love and sacrifice. In the episode titled The Gift, Buffy realizes that she can save the world and her sister Dawn by sacrificing herself to close a portal to a hell dimension. In doing so, death becomes not a burden or curse, but a powerful and selfless act of love, her ultimate gift. Legacy and impact. Before Buffy, TV didn't look like this. Long arcs, characters evolving and sometimes devolving, horror as a metaphor for life. Buffy paved the way for Supernatural, The Vampire Diaries, Stranger Things, even Euphoria, and it did it with a wooden stake and courage. More importantly, it showed us you can be powerful and broken, that being the hero doesn't mean you're always okay.
Charles, I'm 16 years old. I don't want to die.
So yeah, Buffy the Vampire Slayer is funny. It's cheesy, it's full of monsters and mayhem, but once you really see it for what it is, you'll never look at it, or maybe even yourself, the same way again. So let me know in the comments, what episode made you forget the show was about vampires and monsters? And do me a huge favor, hit like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And one last thing, I say it in every video, but it really didn't fit into the context of this video. I love Cordelia.
God! What is your childhood trauma?
I'm Buffy, the Vampire Slayer, and you are?
Dead.
I may be dead, but I'm still pretty. Hi, I'm an enormous slut. Talking about 2 very powerful witches and a 1,000-year-old ex-demon.
Willow's a demon?
It is a sham, but it's a sham with yams. It's a yam sham.
Need a hand?
No thanks. I'm good.
Slayer's a robot. Did everybody else know the Slayer was a robot?